am super happy to show you my first orders for 2021. So without further ado, let's dive in. You are all about to have a heart attack once you see the first book in my pile, a Marvel comic. I chose to read Jessica Jones, Alias Volume 1. I'm kind of excited though to read it since I was always a little bit curious to learn more about her as a character. And also, I promised Ryan and Dylan I would read it so we can all discuss it in an upcoming episode of the Comic Lounge podcast. So stay tuned for that. The next book in the pile is called Cottons, The Secret of the Wind. It is written by Jim Pasco, art by Heidi Arnhold. For this one, I saw a post about it on Instagram and I thought it looked super cute, so I automatically added it to my cart. The post said that in Cottons, rabbits and foxes inhabit a world where magic, technology, and art are used as weapons of war. Look at that beautiful hardcover, I could not resist. For the rest of the books in my pile, I have to warn you that I'm in a very big nonfiction mood lately, so all of them are either nonfiction comics, inspired by true stories, or graphic memoir. The first one in that category is called They Called Us Enemy. It is written by George Takei, that you might already know for his role in Star Trek. This graphic memoir takes place shortly after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, when all of the Americans of Japanese ancestry were forced to leave their homes on the West Coast to go live in one of the 10 relocation centers of the United States. This is the story of George and his family and what it meant to be wrongfully recognized as an enemy of the state simply because of your origins. This book had many incredible reviews and it was just about time for me to add it in my collection. I cannot wait to share my thoughts about it with all of you. The next one in the pile is called Fun Home, a family tragedy comic. It is written by Alison Bechdel. The premise explains how Alison, who had recently come out as a lesbian, discovered that her father was also gay. A few weeks after this revelation, he was dead, leaving a legacy of mystery for his daughter to resolve. I've never heard anything about it before, but it seemed to me like a powerful, intriguing story, so I picked it up with no hesitation. Talking to Strangers, a memoir of my escape from a cult. It is written by Marianne Boucher. This is the true story of Marianne's experience in a cult. Marianne shares how she became a devotee of a frightening spiritual abuser and how she eventually, painfully, pulled herself out. It's a smaller book than what I thought it would be for such a subject. I'm not really sure what to expect, so I will dive into this one with absolutely no expectations, and I'm super excited to tell you more about it. Persepolis, the complete edition, which was also adapted in a movie. It is written by Marjane Satrapi. Persepolis is Marjane's story as she grew up in Tehran during the Iranian Revolution. This complete edition regroups all 3 volumes telling the story of her childhood, teenage years, and adulthood. I was very curious to read it since this book is often described as a must-read, despite all the controversy around it. And finally, the last one is called My Friend Dahmer, written by Durf Backdurf. Dahmer as in Jeffrey Dahmer. So I've never heard of this book before, so I'm not sure how close to reality it actually is. The back cover says that the writer actually went to school with serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer and wrote this book depicting Dahmer as a much more complex figure. He was a high school friend with whom he had shared classrooms, hallways, and car rides. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon in another video. Have a great day!